Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City. And a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set. We're set as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is the tight end fan.
7 yards, the pickup there.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's fielded at the 45. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
This defense for the Broncos, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now Love. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side. He's got a man, complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And a loose football. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll go with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun. Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football up a triple option, you've actually called that play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fowler. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
At the Steelers' 16-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 3-yard line.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for Steelers. First down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
On 2nd and 10, Love. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going back to Love. And here's Freiermuth again. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go bootleg. Love rolling to his right. His throw incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Let's go, D. Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Love.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Nice move. 55. Hey, eat. I don't think you got it, sir. Mark 55. Mark 55. Ready, go. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check, bang it. 49.
Here's Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's caught. It's Malone. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That is caught by Fountain. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Lockett the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Watch right. I got it. Watch the pass. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Love. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Lockett, the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Love back to it here after the pick six. And the Broncos get there and take him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw now. Here's Love. That's swung out wide to Harris. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On third down, Love. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line.
First and 10.
Love looking to throw it. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To the air again, Love. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Check 50.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing. Love. Over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
First down, going to the air with Love. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Smith-Schuster. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
Here we go again.
Again, it's Love. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. Love throwing for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now back to throw. Open man there is Malone. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down and 3. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Looking to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now in Pittsburgh. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance. Following the interception, Love.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10. Now Love. Open man, that's the tight end flyer move. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a first down carry for Harris. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. Play action this time with Love. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Love now. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Going back to Love. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Flush to his right. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over.
Yeah,
I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
On first down, Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Second down at 7. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Love. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Broncos.
One of the most exciting plays in football, a kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. From the gun, Love. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. This is McCaffrey. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've insured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And this one is right through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, that's to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Broncos, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the downward spiral continues as they drop